not least, we are going to discuss 50 Cent, who was on the Breakfast Club and talked about how he was offered $3 million to perform at a recent Donald Trump rally in New York City, and he declined.
Whoa.
And apparently, he was also offered money to perform at the Republican National Convention and also turned that down. He says he just stays away from politics. He's afraid of it. That's what he claims. So, excuse me. So, yeah, man, 50 Cent says he turned down a $3 million offer to perform Many Men at Donald Trump's recent rally in New York City. So this says 50 Cent claims he refused $3 million to perform at Donald Trump's controversial New York rally. 50 Cent says he turned down a $3 million offer to perform at Donald Trump's latest rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City. He explained his decision not to endorse the former president during an appearance on the Breakfast Club on Tuesday morning. The interview comes with just 7 days until the 2024 election. I got a call, but they wanted me for Sunday, 50 revealed before eventually adding they offered $3 million. Despite listening to the offer, 50 says the talks didn't go very far. I didn't even go far. I didn't talk to them about that kind of stuff. I'm afraid about politics, you understand? I do not like no part about them. From there, he explained his decision making while bringing up Kanye West as an example. It's because when you do get involved in it, no matter how you feel, someone passionately disagrees with you. That's the formula for the confusion that sent Kanye to Japan. He says something about both of those things, and now he can only go to Japan. The controversial rapper has been hosting Vulture's listening events overseas for months. So here is a soundbite from that exchange there where he talked about turning down the offer.
Is it true Donald Trump tried to give you money to endorse him one time?
I got a call, but they wanted me to. Well, Sunday.
Oh, they wanted you to come yesterday,
Madison Square Garden
this week.
Yeah. So wanted
you because they wanted you to perform Many Men. They wanted you to perform Many Men at the RNC too, right?
Yeah, and they still offered me $3 million
to perform
at the RNC or this past Sunday.
Huh? This past Sunday.
At $3 million,
mm-hmm.
And then they offered you money for the Republican National Convention too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You turned it down.
How much was that?
Yeah, I didn't even go far back. I wasn't talking to them about that kind of stuff. I'm afraid of politics, bro. So you understand? I do not like.
You don't like no part of politics. No gangbang with politics.
No gangbang, no politics. You know, it's because when you do get involved in it, no matter how you feel, someone passionately disagrees with you.
That's everything, though. I mean, politics is worse, but that's
worse
everything.
Now.
That's the formula for the confusion that is sent Kanye to Japan. he said something about both of those things, and now he can only go to Japan.
So yeah, there you have it. So I could have sworn that at certain points in the past, 50 Cent was complimentary of Trump, but I could be wrong about that. I'll need to fact check myself on whether my recollection in that regard is correct. The article goes on to say, check out 50's full comments on why he didn't perform at Sunday's rally below. Without 50 Cent, the event still went on with some celebrity appearances. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe's I don't even know who that is, made headlines for several controversial jokes, including one in which he remarked, there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. I think it's called Puerto Rico. So I did see that. A lot of people are complaining about that. I guess they're asking for this guy to get canceled or whatever. Whoever that guy is, Hinchcliffe, whoever he is, for being disparaging towards Puerto Rico, I guess. But yeah, what did you make of 50's admission that he turned down $3 million to perform at a Trump rally?
I mean, for the boat that he works in, I think it's a smart play. And as he mentioned, just because Kanye had an opinion about something political, he's only allowed to go to one country versus going to another type of thing. And 50's all about his money, and he doesn't want to alienate his fans. And so when you're out there, man, and you're part of this industry and you part of being so neutral that everybody likes you, you need to maintain that neutrality. And one way that you can really mess up that neutrality is getting in this political stuff. So smart play there. by 50, man. I don't disagree with his notion there. I don't think it would have been a good look for him, because I would argue, a large chunk of his fan base are blue people.
Hell yeah.
And they would start maybe boycotting his show or talking down on his shows, and I don't like him because he like that racist. And he can't afford that. A lot of those people that show up to his shows would also do that. So he wouldn't so much lose out on opportunities. He would lose out on viewership. He would lose out on social media support. There'll be people unfollowing him because of that. So if he went in either direction, I think that he would be isolating a large group on either side, but larger on the blue side. So well played by 50. One thing he's done throughout his entire career was make good money moves. And for him to turn down $3 million, if he took that $3 million, he'll lose 10. So he did the quick math and said, I'm not doing it. So smart play, man. And I think more celebrities should do that, to be honest. I don't think whatever checks that they're offering out there are good enough for certain celebrities. I'll say that. Other ones really need that check and that publicity, no matter whatever side it is. But people that's in the side of 50, it's best to make that play, because I think Jeff Bezos has got himself in hot water because of some type of political stance he took on his the Washington Post type of thing or whatever. And so now he's catching backlash, and he lost a lot of subscribers. As if he cares, maybe not. But it's still, man, if you take a stance on these types of things, if you get involved in these types of things, you're subject to lose yourself, some cash. So well played by 50. Even though I don't agree with his TV shows and stuff like that, if you're just observing him from a chest moving, career moving perspective, you got to appreciate something like that. But what are your thoughts, man, on Sir 50 saying that he's afraid of politics? He doesn't want to get involved, and he turned down $3 million. What are your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, very smart move. He did the right thing, because I would imagine the vast majority of people who view his content are devotees to the DNC. I feel very comfortable saying that the vast majority of the people who watch his shows, who therefore by extension are 50 Cent fans, because they know he's the one who executive produces and he's a big part of the creative machine behind those programs. A lot of those people are going to be voting blue, going to be voting Democrat. A lot of them are devoted to the DNC. He's probably well aware of this. So it would literally be a foolish business decision to accept that invitation to go to a Trump rally, because he'd be alienating those very people. He'd literally be alienating the people who watch his shows.
Yeah.
Now, I think that is unfortunate. I think that a person should maintain whatever political stance they want, independent of how you view whatever they do creatively. And if you want to watch the show, go ahead and watch the show. But that is no longer the world that we live in. In the world that we live in, if you take the unpopular political stance, it can damage your career. And I'm gonna push back on you with one thing that you said. And it isn't to totally disagree. It's more so to make an amendment. When you said it wouldn't necessarily put any future opportunities at risk, I beg to differ. I think that outside of Fox and like Outkick, the vast majority of today's media is pro-liberal / Democrat. I also believe that the vast majority of Hollywood and the entertainment industry publicly is pro-liberal / Democrat. So him accepting that endorsement would kind of be putting future opportunities in jeopardy, because you don't know whether there's some Hollywood bigwig or somebody who's going to feel as though he may be a bit toxic as a result of the political stance that he took. And in this case, it wouldn't even be a political stance. It would just be for him. It would just be him accepting money to perform at a Trump rally.
Mm-hmm.
But to the vast majority of the politically conscious community, I would say, performing at a Trump rally is the same thing as making an endorsement / showing support for.
Yeah.
So he 100% made the right decision. Had he done that, there would have been people all over social media talking about how he's endorsing this dude and we need to boycott his TV shows. I guarantee it. So he stayed apolitical, as he should, because these days it just doesn't serve you well to publicly be read unless you're willing to put your career in jeopardy. The last thing that I'll say is there's a guy, he's an actor, and he's conservative. And he's one of those people who literally said, I might be forfeiting my career for doing this, but I publicly endorse Trump. What's this guy's name? He plays Shazam. Damn it, what is his name? He's the actor who was Shazam. I'm looking right at his face. No, I'm looking right at his face. Zachary Levi, that's his name.
Oh, okay.
Zachary Levi. He's a guy who's conservative. He's like, oh, I'm Republican, I'm conservative. That's how I lean. And he's not an extremist or a crazy person or a radical in any kind of way. He's pretty reasonable and measured with how he views the world and sees certain things. But he's gone on record saying, I'm on the Republican side of the issue. And as such, he said he's going to vote Donald Trump. And even he knew that preemptively he had to say, I might be jeopardizing my career by doing this, because he knows the tone, the tenor of Hollywood and the entertainment industry is, if you don't go left, just don't say anything. But if you go right, you might be in hot water. So I don't like that dichotomy. I don't like the fact that a person can't be public. And I'm not trying to say that it's good to be red or blue. I'm just saying this dichotomy of, if publicly you are red, it can be trouble for you. But if you're publicly blue, it's all good. I'm uncomfortable with that. But that's definitely the environment that we have. And he knew that, which is why he said, I might be sacrificing my career by saying this publicly, because he knows this. And 50 probably knows it too. But I'm guessing he didn't get asked to perform at the other candidate. I'm guessing he didn't get asked to perform at her rally. So there's no news there. But he did get asked by the red people. So he had to decline, because if he accepts it, it could be trouble for him. So definitely a smart move. I fully endorse his decision to go apolitical, because while I'm not necessarily a 50 Cent fan, I'm also not a fan of somebody willfully committing career suicide, which is potentially what he could have done had he accepted that. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think the science behind that, when you were saying that, being openly one thing is acceptable and being openly another is unacceptable. And I think that it's like, because if somebody's blue, they make it known.
Right, correct.
They just make it known. I'm blue, damn it. And I stand for blue. And if somebody's quiet, most likely they're a little red. So some people's silence is already giving them up.
Correct. But it's still more damning if you say it.
I know it's worse if you say it. That's why people don't say that at all. I saw a clip of Dave Chappelle when he was talking about it, when he asked the white dude in the audience, he said, hey, well, who you voting for? And then the guy was like, I don't know. He said, see this, that's a thing. See, white people not gonna tell you who they voting for. And I think most people need to do that. But now I bust out laughing, because I'm like, I was remembering it as he said it, man. Because he was talking about, hey, whoa. I'm trying to tell you about. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that on this. This is a family platform. I can't say that here. But man, I bust out laughing. That was hysterical, but very much accurate.
Yes.
They'll tell you everything they got going on personally. All right, they'll cry openly on Instagram that they baby mama done had a baby with another person, but they're not gonna tell you who they, you know what I'm saying, who they voting for. So yeah, I think that's very common what's going on out here. I wish that everybody kept their stuff home and in the closet. But you know, that's clearly not how things are operating right now. But it is what it is, man. I really do wish people could have their political stances and stand on that. But that's not what people are allowed to do nowadays. Everything has turned into extremes on both sides of the aisle. And
but but the thing, you can have your political stances as long as it's liberal. That's
right.
Yeah, like you can be public as long as it's the liberal DNC blue ideology. You just can't be publicly opposite of that. That's where we got to check this person
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And even when, you know, when black dudes do it, they're called all kinds of names and they're slandered by many people, you know, and you know, a lot of people have been experiencing that. You know, with you know, Obama coming out calling out black men for having a mind of their own and all of this other stuff. So hey, even with me speaking right now, this is not an endorsement for either side of the thing, because I think both of them are clowns, if you ask me. But I do recognize a very obvious hypocrisy and a very obvious lean towards one side over the other in media.
Yes.
And that makes me uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I would expect that the media would not be biased in their reporting. But
that's
not what we're witnessing right now.
No, we are well past that. They are actually openly, flagrantly not biased. They are flagrantly not biased, bro. I remember during the RNC, I'm watching MSNBC, and it was just show after show, segment after segment about these are the bad guys. And the real convention next month is when the good guys have their chance.
Yes.
Just flagrantly unbiased. It was ridiculous. And they feel as though they're righteous in being this way, because in their minds it's clear that there's a good and evil side. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So to them, the belief is we can be unbiased because we're unbiased on the side of righteousness.
Correct.
So because you're on the side of righteousness, your lack of bias is okay. So they can just do it and they don't care. And there's no penance to be paid for that. I couldn't believe it. I was disgusted. Like I found myself having to force myself to watch, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the truth, so I just got to say it. I found myself literally making myself watch more Fox News, because it was the only way that I could feel as though I'm at least getting a different perspective somewhere, because it didn't matter where I was on the internet or where I was on mainstream television. It was blue, 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 blue all day, every day. And it was just, hey, are you insane? What do you mean? Those are the bad guys. Didn't you know that? Like, they're the bad guys. And so in light of them being the bad guys, you can just be flagrantly unbiased because you're righteously on the side of goodness. It's insane. It really is insane. But 50 made the right call. Yeah, he made the right call.
So y'all be safe out there, man. It's extremists on both sides of the aisle right now. You know, at work, keep that stuff to yourself. Man, it might be safe in some workspaces and stuff, but keep this stuff to yourself. And one thing about 50 works amongst all of us. His job is being in the public. So you don't talk about this stuff at work. You don't talk about this stuff in certain circles. He can talk about whatever he wants behind closed doors if he chooses. But this is not something that you do at your job. And 50 didn't feel comfortable doing having one side of the aisle or another, even if it was for a check. You know, good luck telling the extremists that.
Yeah.
So you know, good play, man. And you know, word to the wise, if y'all at the job, you know what I'm saying, if you on one side or the other, man, what I'm saying? Just be safe out here, man, because you don't ever know who it is. If you're blue, you probably got an extremist red on your hands. And if you're a red, you probably got an extremist blue. And one thing about it, man, people's biases while you at work or any other place where you have to actually congregate and stuff like that, man, things could get a little bit uncomfortable. And it's sad that we're in this state. And I felt like it was kind of always like this, but even more in the last few elections, whereas things have gotten even more heated. You can't even have a political opinion anymore.
Yeah.
So be safe out there, y'all.
It's gotten very, very non-civil for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you can do it. Like I agree with all of that. First of all, and again, like you said, let me be very clear. I am an independent. I'm even registered that way. I do not have a devotion to any party. I participate based on what I think makes sense. And I think both of them as well. I'm not happy either direction. So I don't even know what I got. I don't even know what I got going on this year because I'm not happy either way. I really am not. I really am not. I am very disheartened in either direction.
Hey, the lesser of two evils, bro. That's all.
Yeah, that's what they'll say, right? Yeah. But I think you can. I think that you can have individual discussions because, like, the thing is, I'm a moderate, so I don't think along lines of party. I just think what makes sense and what do I like, or disagree with or agree with. But most people are indoctrinated. Most people, I would say, are indoctrinated. So you'll have people who think that something is crazy. Like, for example, I've met people who think that what's happening in public schools with programs that are being, and I'm not trying to get too political, but real quick, I've met people who think that what's happening in public school systems in terms of them instituting classes and programs, essentially teaching children that it's normal to question their gender. Right. I've met people who think that is complete and utter insanity. They can't stand it. However, at the end of the day, as insane as they find that to be, when they go to fill that bubble, they still gonna fill that bubble blue.
Ain't it crazy, bro?
Because they still that people have this blind devotion to these party systems.
Yeah.
So even as insane as they think that is, which is a liberal type implementation, they're still going to bubble in blue at the end of the day. It boggles my mind, right?
Because it's the lesser of two.
Right. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is individually, you can have conversations with an individual where y'all exchange ideas and, you can come to a common ground or an understanding. Yeah, I might be blue. And here's where I disagree with you. And a red person might be like, yeah, I might be red. Here's where I disagree with you. And so you can have that one-on-one conversation and everybody at the end of the day can still coexist. It gets messy when you get on the internet with it and when you make it a public discourse. That's when it gets completely off the rails because the person is smart, but people are dumb and stupid and they panic. So that's where it gets a bit messy. And so my thing is you can still have your discussions, but people can't help themselves and they got to hop on Facebook and they got to hop on Instagram and they got to hop on TikTok and they have to make these grandstanding declarations as if their opinion is more important or more paramount than the next person's. And then you get all of these people yelling and screaming at each other and exposing their indoctrinations. So that's where a person like 50 Cent says, I'm going to recuse myself from even being a part of that environment. And for a person like him, where it could literally cost him money, I can't blame him for going apolitical. People get mad at Jordan all day. 30 years ago when he said Republicans buy shoes too. I've always been the type who said, what the hell is wrong with that? Why does he have to go political? Because you suspect that he doesn't agree with your politics. That's why you don't like it. And but I don't think that that's a problem. And I don't disagree with what 50 did here. More people should follow suit. But as you said, and I firmly agree with this, oftentimes when a person elects to not say anything,
yeah, dude,
you already know where they at.
Yeah,
you know where they at. When they stay silent, it's not because they don't want to share it. It's because they know that what they think
Exactly.
is going to rub the internet and the media the wrong way. And so it's like I might as well just stay quiet and mind my business.
Yep. Hey man, I agree, bro. So hey y'all, lesser two evils, right? So you want to go to a Diddy party or a Weinstein party? Which one you want to go to? I don't want to go to either one. So that's where I stand at with all of that stuff. So whatever y'all think's the lesser of, well, Diddy, you can try to rationalize whatever you want, man. You know what I'm saying? He still got baby oil on deck. So so good luck with either party you decide to go with. To me, I think they're both sickos and clowns. Yeah. So I think we need to do something alternative to all of this. And I think one of these days, hopefully in the future, these Jaylen Brown and Flage generations, they can actually say, you know what, we don't have to do any of this crap. And that's where I stand with this stuff. So, but if you pick a side, one side's gonna be mad on the other. So it's best to just stay silent if you do believe in this stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to 50, man. You made the right call. Just don't go. just don't go. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and joining us tonight. Shouts out to Terrence McClendon, who chimed in on the chat, man. We certainly appreciate you, brother. And shouts out to all of the members of the Conscious Approach community as we continue to keep this train rocking and rolling. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the commentary in this or any other video. If you have not already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment so that we can keep the conversation going. My name is JV Wins. I am on Instagram at JV Wins, JVWINS. Conscious Approach is also on Instagram at Con Approach, CONAPPROACH. As I always like to say, have a mind of your own. Think for yourself. Don't go with the Joneses. As far as I'm concerned, football season is in the rearview mirror, and it's on to the NBA. Go Heat. We are off to a 2-1 start. We'll see how things are going. But for now, everybody keep supporting that logical content. We'll catch you on the next video.
Hey, yeah. And the name is Dogon SS Skr. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube, TikTok, DraftKings, everywhere Dogon_SS all over there as well. And as I say on every pod, guys, all right, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it plug. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot, all right? Including all these extremists out here. Y'all stay solid out here. Stay 10 toes, all right? So I really appreciate everybody that's been hitting that like and subscribe like JV Wins and said. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys leave a comment down in the comment section. All right, as JV says, bro, you know what I'm saying? Tell us how garbage we is, or how awesome we is, or how neutral you is. Hey, man, we appreciate all the comments. We appreciate all the love. And we appreciate y'all watching. So until next time, guys, more rings Robert Orton. Catch y'all on the flip side.
That's right. Another great Conscious Approach stream in the books. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Go Cards! Undefeated!
Yeah, man.